New ways to save on a low income. We all know how frustrating it can be to save on a low income. Your bills are piling up and your income always seems to stay the same. It's quite frustrating, but not impossible. So, if you're looking for inventive ways to save on a low income, then you've come to the right place. These are new ways to save on a low income. Number 10. Settle debts. Before you begin saving, you need to take up an active approach to paying off any debt you have as soon as possible. This is because any unanticipated expense, such as medical bills, could further tip you into full financial instability. Also, the constant increase in interest rates could make the old approach of paying the barest minimum monthly take you a very long time to pay off the total balance. To start, make a list of every loan you have, from credit cards to student loans and others. Then, you need to select a plan for effectively reducing or eliminating the debts. There are 3 major strategies you could use, and the first is the snowball strategy. It involves paying off the least debt as soon as you can while paying the bare minimum on all other loans. It's the opposite of the debt avalanche, in which you focus on paying off the debt with the biggest balance or highest interest rate. The last method is to consolidate the debts and pay them off evenly. After you are done paying off all the loans you have, the money you channeled into paying the debts will now be available for your savings. Number 9. Create a budget that's best for you. It's difficult to give money-saving tips without talking about budgeting. But the difference this time is to create a budget that's best for you. Budgeting may seem like more work than it's worth, but it's a crucial component of how to save money quickly on a low income. And the reason is pretty straightforward. Creating a budget allows you to see where your money is going and helps you make a plan. It's quite easy to spend money that wasn't planned, and this is where a budget comes in quite handy. After calculating your total income, list all of your basic expenses, such as rent, utilities, transportation, groceries, bills, and personal care. Once you take care of all these expenses, you can then evaluate how much you have left and save that up. Number 8. Separate cash for expenses every week. After drawing up your budget, you could affect it by using a cash envelope method. It's also a stellar method if you have trouble keeping track of your spending. It simply involves getting some envelopes and labeling them with the major expenses they will cover. For example, label envelope A for feeding and envelope B for transportation. You can use these to know exactly how much money you have left after spending each day's allowance from each envelope. Cash envelopes make you more aware of your expenditures, and as a result, they might help you recognize bad spending patterns and learn how to manage your finances on a tight budget. You'll be amazed at how rapidly your funds accumulate and provide a safety net. Number 7. Save any extra cash. There are few things as exciting as a windfall. It could be as little as finding money in an unwashed shirt pocket or when cleaning your room, or it could also be a tax return or an unexpected inheritance. However, as exciting as it is, such income often disappears without making a difference in your financial situation. This is why saving any money that does not come from your weekly paycheck can be an ideal way to increase your savings. The same is true for people who earn a salary. After receiving your payment and paying your bills, it can be easy to see everything that is left as spending money, especially if you have already put down some savings. While occasionally allowing yourself some flexibility is totally okay, if you want to save more money, you should also count on any additional funds. Also, doing this helps build your ability to save independently of your income. Once you develop the practice of saving money, even tiny amounts, it's a huge advantage when your income increases because you can set aside even more. It also doesn't necessarily have to go into an existing savings account, but you could use it to establish your emergency fund or for a particular purpose. Number 6. Saving with technology. Another great new way to save on a low income is simply to take advantage of available technology. At this point, you've probably realized you tend to use up your entire checking account balance regardless of your intentions to save. But you could easily change this tune if you made a move to automate your savings or use saving apps. By opening an online savings account, you could even automatically transfer a portion of each paycheck into your savings account. This smart move can help you avoid the temptation to spend all the money in your bank account. You might also find this tip helpful if you want to start saving money, but find it challenging to stick to a regular saving schedule. You can definitely automate your other payments and bills as well. This way, you never end up spending money on frivolous purchases. The best part is that saving money with these accounts is simple and doesn't require much effort beyond setting them up. Number 5. Consider switching banks. We'll get to that in a second. I have a favor to ask of you. If you like this video so far, please subscribe to the channel. One of the slipperiest ways to lose rein in your finances is due to additional banking expenses. While it may not seem like a lot of money, these figures add up and may be a factor in why your earnings are barely just meeting your needs. So, if you discover that your current financial institution is continuously imposing fees, it could be time to switch banks. Every bank has a different set of rules and special strategies for luring new clients. Many banks promote free accounts that have no further costs, and you could avoid future unwanted banking fees with this. Also, make sure the bank you choose gives more benefits than your existing one by doing your study. Check what the upkeep fees, ATM fees, overdraft fees, and high interest rates on saving accounts are before signing up. There's also the possibility of being eligible for a bonus if you open a new account with a certain bank and meet a few straightforward requirements, like setting up direct deposit or maintaining a minimum amount. And finally, you could track your daily, weekly, or monthly expenditures with the help of banking programs like Mint and Quicken to identify where you can make savings and get tailored advice based on your financial objectives. Number 4. Be more mindful of food spending. When it comes to how to save money on a low salary, this is an excellent area to really concentrate on. About 40% of the average household's food budget is spent on eating out. Despite the fact that you might not be spending much, there are definitely ways you can cut back. A few nights out with friends can easily run up to hundreds of dollars in food and drinks, causing you to overspend. However, this isn't all you should focus on. And the best way to avoid impulsive food purchases is to plan your meals in advance. It is simpler to drive home without stopping at your preferred takeout joints if you are already aware of what you intend to have for dinner. You should also try to be mindful during grocery shopping. Before heading to the market, write a list of everything you'll need for the coming week to ensure you don't forget anything and to avoid purchasing additional things. Making a list ensures that you stay away from temptation and make additional unneeded trips. If you're tempted to purchase a more expensive item, give it some thought first to determine whether you actually need it or if an alternative would suffice. Number 3. Reduce housing costs. The U.S. Bureau of Labor Statistics found in one of its studies that housing expenditures are one of the top expenses many people face. Imagine if you could lower your monthly housing costs by a few $100s. Your savings amount and general quality of life could significantly improve with that sum of money. So, before looking at external sources to help you save money, look no further than your own home. There are many ways to save on your rent, and you could consider moving to a more modest home or apartment if that's feasible for you. Real estate values are also greatly influenced by location, so even though it would necessitate a lifestyle change, relocating from the city to the suburbs may be economical as well. You could even consider renting out assets like a garage or an additional bedroom to boost your income. If you reside close to an airport or in a busy urban location, you can take advantage of this by renting out storage space, such as a garage or your driveway, to someone who requires parking. Number 2. Sell items you no longer use. This next way is geared towards decluttering your space while generating a little extra income on the side. Sounds like a win. Your closet may include goods like clothing, old gadgets, and other items that you won't need any longer. You can sell them off to create more space in your home and to increase the amount of money in your savings. Nowadays, a lot of people are happy to purchase used clothing and functional pre-owned products. So, you could organize a yard sale for any useful items around your house you don't need anymore. You could take it up a notch by using social media to spread the word. You could even just sell directly through platforms that connect you with people looking to buy some of your pre-loved items. Number 1. Get a side hustle. There may come a time when you are unable to extract any more pennies from your wallet, at which point it may be necessary to boost your income. Although it's not as easy as it seems, you can definitely do it. With the extra income from a side hustle, you can save the extra and live a little more comfortably. A side job doesn't necessarily require you to have any unique skills. It can be as simple as walking your neighbor's dogs or starting a blog. The key is to be realistic in your approach. Do you like to cook? Then you can prepare meals in bulk for busy professionals. There are numerous work-from-home positions as well that require low-level skills, such as virtual assistant, bookkeeper, or Pinterest manager. Whatever you go for, make sure it offers you flexible hours that make it simple to combine with your current job. So tell us, which methods do you think is likely to help you save more from your income between creating a budget that's best for you and being more mindful of food spending?